enjoy that they do. We are still on Peak Radio Online, and the show still remains Cruise and Focus. We are looking at listening skills, what it takes to sharpen our listening skills. Don't forget to tell your loved ones about the show so they can also benefit. And you don't even need a radio, you don't need a radio set. All you need is your smartphone, and you visit our website www.peakradio.net. Now we've listed some 3 things, and we've told us that these things are not enough qualities to claim we have a good listening skill. So we're going to be rolling out some more vital points, things we need to do, what we need to gather, what are the qualities, the things that will make us become a good listener. So we're going to be looking at some qualities of a good listener. These qualities, we've seen many people talk about listening skills, but these 13 key qualities were put together by Zoe Kaplan. She looked at it and said, these qualities will make, once you possess these qualities, you have become what? You have become a good listener. And the first of the qualities, you must be fully present. We've said it's not enough to just say, just keep interjecting to show you're following. You have to be what? You have to be fully present. One of the qualities that make you a good listener is that while the person is talking, while you are listening to someone, you have to be fully interested in what the person is saying. What the person is saying at that current time is what you are listening to. You are not thinking about the past. You are not looking at the future. You are just living in the present, and you are following the person as the person is rolling out the information. As the person is saying it, you are processing the information. Live and direct at that point. You must be fully present. There must be no distraction. Not that someone, it may be your friend, it may be your husband, it may be your wife, it may be your parents. Not that someone is talking to you and then what you can do is just to have your phone, be checking something. Even if that thing is related to what the person is saying, the person will feel bad definitely. Because it will be difficult for the person to process that you are trying to help him or her by doing that. So you have to wait, listen to the person before you can now say, let me check this or let me do this. So you have to be what? You have to be fully present. And to be fully present, that means you must then maintain a good eye contact with the person. You have to maintain a good eye contact. That will emphasize to the person, that will show the person that yes, you are focused on the discussion. Number 2, it said you must be fully present. What's the next thing you need to do? Many people listen to respond rather than listen to understand. To be a good listener, your aim must be to what? Not to respond. Your aim must not be to respond. You are listening because you want to understand the other party. Discussions may be based on relationship, it may be business conversation, it may be parent to child or parent to children, it may be whatever type of discussion it is. You have to what? You have to listen, not because you want to respond, but because you want to understand the person. If you are constantly thinking about how you are going to respond to the person, as you are listening, you are thinking, what should I say? How should I help this person? If that is your thought, you will end up not getting the solution to the person's problem. Because at that stage, you will definitely miss vital things, vital information. Because you're not here. You're only thinking about how to respond to the person. So good listeners don't focus on what they are going to contribute to the conversation. Your focus should not be on how you are going to respond. It should not be what you want to contribute. What should be your focus? What should be your interest? Your interest should be to listen, to process, and to understand the person. Because we have to understand that it's not always you have to get solution to someone's problem. Some people are not even willing for you to provide solution or to provide solution to their problem. They just need a listening ear. They just need someone to pour out their heart to. Someone they can just freely express their emotions, their feeling. Even if you don't have a solution, they will understand. So your focus while you are listening, if you really want to be a good listener, is not what? Is not to listen, to respond. Even if you are not able to give a solution to the person's problem, that's good. Yes. Or if you say, okay, don't worry, we work on this, so don't worry. The fact that you've been able to listen, the person has been able to see someone to share the experience with, will give the person enough succor, at least till the time you will be able to come up with solution. So let's listen to what? We should listen to comprehend and not respond. That's our number 2. We've said we are going to 13. So you have to listen. I hope you're following me. We've said the first is what? You must be fully present. And then you shouldn't listen to respond. Moving on, number 3. You must as well learn to react in the moment. You have to learn the right way to react. I've said it's not compulsory to respond, but at the same time, you have to what? You have to learn to react in the moment. As a good listener, you should use your focus in the present to react. Yes, you react on the fly. What do I mean by this? For somebody who is good at planning, a writer, for example, if you are a good writer, you learn, okay, by the time you don't know what to write anymore, you can say, okay, yeah, let me just suspend this thing, let me go cool off, let me take a stroll, then you come back to the writing. But here now, you have to live in the moment. You have to be able to sit down, to understand, to process, and do everything at that moment. Because if you are able to come up with responses at that moment, it will be great. But don't forget, we've said we should not get carried away with this. Don't say because you want to respond, you get carried away. You should not get carried away because your aim is to understand the person, don't forget. But if you are present, you'll be able to focus and react with your guts. So the person will know you are being factual with him or her. So you'll be able to respond, though we shouldn't be too critical of others, like I said earlier on. So people they are out already, they are going through a lot. So if you just sit there and you just want to judge the person, you'll be doing more damage. You'll be definitely be doing more damage. So we have to what? We have to be careful, and we should be honest with our responses. We need to be honest with our responses. Most times we don't say the truth. We feel this person will not understand my point of view. This person will not understand. So you just keep the truth. You hide the truth. Let's be honest. Don't forget, I said at the beginning of the show that why do we need good listening skills? It's basically to build strong